Hello, 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 this is Frida. Welcome to my channel. For this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to knit this beautiful stitch. Just to show you a close-up look. Doesn't this look nice? This would be perfect for sweaters, cardigans, pullovers, blankets. I started a scarf for the homeless, and I just love the texture, how it's giving me. And this is the wrong side of the work, the back of the work, but I just love it. So I'm going to show you how to knit this stitch. It's super easy, and I just love how it looks like. And I am planning to make a sweater for my son, a pullover. Just love it. If I do a top down, this is how it will look like. Just love it. This yarn is just gorgeous. Okay, so I am aiming for a 4-way. To do that, what I did is I did 2 strands of this yarn that I bought on Iplic Outlet. If you want to go and check my yarn unboxing, I have about 100 videos of them. So here it is. It's super easy. Okay, for this tutorial, I'm going to be using this yarn. It's milk yarn. It's a 5-weight, I believe. The reason I picked this one, so the color is just fantastic, and it's a 5-weight, so you guys can see it better. So I'm going to pull my 7mm knitting needle, and then what you need to do is you need to cast on multiple of 11 plus 4 plus 1 for the 2 edges, 1 for the other side here. So I have 4 plus 1 and 4 plus 1 here. So you need 1 stitch extra to do the edge, okay, to knit this stitch. And here in the middle, so here is 11 stitches. Here's 11 stitches. So I did multiple of 3 here. So multiple of 11. So I did 3 times 11 plus the 4 to do the edge, plus the 1 and the 1. Just to, if I explain it better, maybe you can understand better. So if you're planning to knit a blanket, then you need to cast on multiple of 11 time plus 4 plus 1 for the edges. So I'm just going to cast on total of 39 just to show you. Not even 39. What I'll do is, so I'll do 20, 11 is 22 plus 4. On this one I have total of 39 stitches. If you're planning to knit a scarf, this would be perfect. And I'm going to be making a hat for this one, so stay tuned for that. I just love the stitch. For males, for unisex, it would be perfect. So on this one I'm going to be casting on 11 times 2, which is 22, plus 4, 26, plus 1, 27. 22, 22, 24, 26, and 27. Let's count again. Okay, so 22 plus 4. Oh, plus 4 is 26 plus 1. So 26 and then 28. My brain kind of stopped. Yeah, it is correct. 28. I don't know why I couldn't. Sometimes my brain stops. Too many things in my head. $26 and $28. Okay, so we're gonna start the stitch right away. To start the stitch, you need to knit. So the first row, if you're making a hat, I would highly recommend you to knit a rib, like one knit one purl or two knit two purl. But for this, I'm gonna start right away. So the first row is going to be knit, just like this. Okay. So easy, and just love the texture. Sometimes it's really hard to knit for the boys. There's lots of feminine pattern stitches, but unfortunately not for boys. Okay, so I am going to be knitting, and I would highly recommend you to follow the what needle size crochet hook you need to use. Just check on your label. It should say. That's the reason I'm not saying anything, or whichever you feel comfortable with. I get the question a lot, what kind of crochet hook you use, what kind of needle. Just look at your label on the yarn. It should say what kind of what size you need to start it with. Okay, and I'm going to be knitting the last one. Okay, so this is the first row. The second row is going to be, we're going to be knitting purl. So the first stitch I don't knit, I just slide that one, and then what I'm going to do is just purl. Yarn on the front, and on the third row we're going to start the stitch, just like this. Okay, I'll finish this row and I'll be right back. Okay, so we're going to start the third row. To start the third row, like I said, we did the +1 right? So the one we're not going to knit, and the 4 stitches is going to be knit stitches, 3 and 4. Okay, and then the remaining 7 stitch is going to be, we're not going to knit the stitch, yarn on the back, we're going to knit the next stitch, skip, knit, skip. Okay, and then if we need to count, just checking, can you see? I don't like it when this happens. Let me fix that. That bugs me a lot. Looks like the yarn split while I was knitting. So what I can do is I go back and I fix that. I grab that stitch here. It happens. Oh well. Okay. So we had 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is another way you can count. Okay, so we finish it with not knitting, yarn on the back, and then we knit the 4 stitches. Skip, knit, skip, knit, skip. Okay, go back and count again. You can see the stitch that we skipped here, right? So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Come, there's 12. Okay, let's go back. Here's the skip one. You can go back and see which one you skipped. So here's another way to count. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. What did I do? I did something wrong. It's supposed to be 11. Okay. Just be cautious when you're counting. Oh, that's the reason, because I did 3. No. Let me just go back. I skipped 1, 2, 3. Okay, here we go. So we skip this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Skip 5. Knit 6. Skip 7. 8. 9. 10, and then skip is the 11. So there should be total of 11. And we knit the remaining 4 stitches, just like this. And then we did +1, right? So we knit this last stitch. Okay, so we're going to be turning our work and knitting the wrong side. To knit the wrong side, we're going to be having the yarn on the front, but first I'm just gonna pull this. I'm not gonna knit that stitch, so I'm gonna knit 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, here's the stitch that we skipped. We didn't knit, so I'm gonna pull this on the front, and I'm not gonna knit that stitch, so I'm gonna move it to this needle, and then I'm going to knit this stitch. So the stitches that we're not knitting, we're not knitting on this row as well, and we're having the yarn on the front, and then we knit the next stitch, just like this. Okay, and then we knit the 4 stitches. See how damaged the yarn is? You pay $8 for a ball of yarn, and look, it comes out broken. Oh well, what can you do? Okay, so I'm going to repeat this. I'm not going to knit the next stitch, skip the next stitch. So I just do what I see. So I knit the stitches as I see, and I don't knit this one on the front, and I knit the remaining last 5 stitches. Okay, so this 2 rows we created the stitch. Okay, this is how it looks like. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go back to row 1, what we did on row 1. Remember, on row 1 we knit all the way to the end, nothing else. How we started, remember, we did the knit stitch. So we're doing the same thing. So it's a 4-row repeat. 4-row repeat. We repeat it over and over until the length that you need. And it's only a 4-row repeat to create this, see? Just like this. Okay. So the wrong side is going to be just purl. Just purl like this. Yarn on the front. Okay, so I will finish this row, and I'm going to repeat the stitch when I come back. So on this row, we're going to repeat what we did on row 3. So we're going to be knitting the first 4 stitches. Okay. And the remaining 7 we're going to skip, knit, skip, knit, skip. We don't knit. Skip, knit, and then skip, and then we knit the 4 stitches just like this. So easy. See? And then we skip without knitting, knit, skip, knit, skip, knit, skip, and knit the remaining 5 stitches. Okay, so the wrong side is going to be knit. Okay, to do that, the first stitch I do is I go like this, and I knit the first 4 stitches, and the skip that we don't knit, we put the yarn on the front, we slide it, try not to twist the stitch, knit, slide, knit, slide, yarn on the front, knit, slide, and then we knit the 4 stitches. Slide, knit, slide, knit, slide, knit, and slide. And what did I do? 4 stitches. So I knit the 4 stitches with the including the edge, and then we finish this row. See how it looks like? And then we repeat row 1 over and over. This is how it looks like. Okay, I'll show it to you on this one. I already did the knit stitch, so I'm going to start the pattern here. So I did row 1 and row 2 already, so I'm going to repeat row 3, so which is knit the 4 stitches, slide, knit, slide, knit, slide, knit, and slide. The more you knit, the better it becomes, and then you don't have to count anymore. And then you knit the 4 stitches, and then you repeat it over and over, like I said, until the length that you need. I just love the texture of the stitch. You can play around with it. If you want to knit it with 2 different colors, you can do that. It will give you a different look as well. My yarns are tangled. Let me fix this. Okay, sorry about that. And slide, knit, slide, knit. Yeah, this yarn is thinner than the other one, and I like how it looks like on the bulky 5, weight 5. Slide, knit, slide, knit, slide, knit, slide, and knit the last stitches that you have on your needles. Ta-da! Let me show you on this one how it looks like. See how bulky it is? It gives you that nice 3D look as well. So I hope you like this short tutorial. I tried to do this tutorial for a long time. Finally, I had the time to share it with you guys. Yeah, so stay tuned. I am planning to make top-down sweaters with the stitch. And yeah, I will come and share it with you. Just love this yarn. It's alpaca merino and polyamide, so it's super soft. It's not itchy at all. So you just continue. It's a 4-row repeat, like I said. The first stitch is knit, the second one is purl, the third stitch is you create the stitch, the fourth you do the wrong side, you just do purl, and you don't knit the stitches that you haven't knit, and gives you this nice texture. So I hope you like this tutorial. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe, share it with your family and friends, and happy knitting. So I'll see you next time on my next video, and don't be shy to hit that notification button, so every time I post a new video you will be notified. Happy knitting. Take care, everybody. Bye bye.